Sorry everybody, it's Zooks here, and welcome to a build video. This is a PvP build video for critical hit damage ranger. Now, previously, on the original build I had made, it got a very good response, I guess you could say, and, I wanted to make another build, and I made this a while ago, and I've kind of just been testing it out a lot, and it does high DPS and a lot of crit. The point of this build, I guess, was to see what I could do with a critical hit build, because I always really liked the condition side, especially because you're obviously getting a lot of bleeds and poison with, Shortbow, which is going to be the primary weapon of this build also, and using that in combination with Quickening Zephyr and Sharpening Stones, it was very good for condition damage. Now, we're going to be kind of using that again, but this time we're going to be doing it with crit instead of condition. I think the other build is better survivability wise, so if you're having trouble staying alive, I would recommend using the other build. But if you're decently fine at staying alive and you just want to do a lot of damage, I think this one's a lot better at doing damage very quickly. So let's get into the traits first. So I'm going 30, 30, 10, 0, 0. 30 in marksmanship because 300 power is... you can't go wrong with that. It's just so much extra power. Then the 30 in skirmishing because the 300 precision and 30% extra critical damage. That's also very useful because we're going to be critting a lot. And then the 10 in wilderness survival isn't so much for the toughness, but it's more for the traits. And we'll be getting into that in a second rather. So I went with Beast Master's Bond, so you gain Fury and Might when your pet's health reaches 50%. Basically what Fury does is it gives you a higher critical hit chance. I believe it gives you 20% extra critical hit chance. So whenever your pet's health gets low, it'll give you Fury and Might is obviously extra damage, so that's good. Then all arrows pierce targets. This is basically so that if this golem here is in my way and I target this golem, or if I even shoot at this golem, it will also hit the heavy golem. Yeah, see, it's hitting both of them there. Yeah, so where am I? Okay, so then increase precision of nearby allies of up to 150 points. So we also are getting that to us also. We are also getting that to us also. But this is increasing the precision of all nearby allies. So that's really good. If you're running with other people who have this build, you'll be sharing that. So a lot of precision. So if you're running with two rangers, recommend you both use this build. Then, in the skirmishing trait, we have critical hit grants 5 seconds of might to your pet. We're getting a lot of critical hits here. So, the pet's gonna keep stacking might, and 5 seconds is enough time to get a bunch of crits to stack it. So your pet's gonna have a lot of might. So your pet's doing a lot of damage here. Then, chance to cause bleeding on critical hits. This is good because there is going to still be a lot of bleed in the build, and we are getting this plus 100 condition damage, so we are actually doing some condition damage, so it's worth doing the extra bleeds. And then shortbow and longbow skills recharge 20% faster. Since our shortbow is going to be our primary weapon, we definitely want that. Everything's just on a shorter cooldown, and it's nothing but beneficial. Then in the wilderness survival tree, we have survival skills recharged 20% faster. We are using 3 survival skills here. All of our utility slots are a survival skill. Now let's go into the armor. So I am running 5 runes of the Ranger. One of them is on my helmet, water helmet, and then on the boots. Oh no! I'm just running all runes of Ranger. Yeah, full 6 runes of Ranger, which is basically precision, critical damage, and then 5% damage whenever you have a companion. Obviously, the pet counts as a companion. We are running a Berserker's Amulet with a Berserker Jewel. This is good because we're getting almost plus 800 power from that. A lot of precision, a bit of vitality. That's still good because we're at 18k health. We're going to be surviving for a long time. And that just gives a bonus to vitality. It's not the most important part of the amulet, but it's still there. And then obviously the extra critical damage is good. We're getting 20 extra critical damage from that. So looking here, our attack stat is at 2,139. That is ridiculous. Or no, that's our power. Our attack is 3,139. That's crazy. It's so much damage. With a 64% chance to crit. With Fury, which we're going to have a lot of, mind you, it's at 84%. That's almost a crit every single hit. So obviously, if we're popping Fury, which 2 of our skills give us Fury, we can give ourselves up to 30 seconds of Fury. That's 84% chance to crit for 30 seconds. Mind you, that also gives some might at the beginning. So, it's just a ridiculous amount of crit. And then we have a 58% added critical damage bonus. So we're doing ridiculous amounts of damage every time we crit. It's just insane. And then we have 2,000 armor, which is good, and 18,000 health. So we're gonna be alive a lot, and we're gonna be doing a lot of damage while we're alive. Now on the bow, I went with a superior sigil of air because we're going to be critting a lot, and there's always that chance for a lightning strike. You can also go with a force sigil. And then I have air on this and water on that. Really, the sigils, I probably could have put force on most of these. I would honestly recommend putting force on that. And then I have accuracy on these. You can also put accuracy on your weapon, sigil of accuracy, and then you'll be getting like some 90% chance to crit. So as soon as our cooldowns go, while we're doing that, we can go over the utility skills. So first off, I'm using Healing Spring as the heal. It cures 2 conditions, and it's a AoE regen, and the regen does a lot of healing on its own, and it's got a radius of 240 and combo field of water, and it lasts for 15 seconds. So if you're going to cap a point and you got a lot of allies with you, just pop that down. You can heal all of your allies, and that is good on its own. Then next up we have lightning reflexes. I'm primarily using this for 2 things. 1, it's an extra evade. 2, it's a stun break. It also does some damage, not a lot, but some. And it gives 10 seconds of vigor, which is 100% regenerates generation. So it'll allow you to dodge a lot more in that amount of time. It's very good to use whenever you're being CC'd, like if you're immobilized, you can use that as a stun break. Then I'm running my favorite, Quickening Zephyr, Sharpening Stone. Now I'll get into why this is so critical in a second. Next up we have Rampages 1. I'm just gonna kill this column really quickly, just so I can get out of combat here. But we have Rampages 1, which gives 20 seconds of Fury, Stability, and Swiftness. And it also grants might to your pet when you attack. So every time we attack, it stacks might on our pet. We also have, every time we crit, it stacks might to our pet. With the Fury, we're going to be critting almost every hit. Almost. That means our pet can get up to like 20 stacks of might in a matter of seconds. it's crazy. So right now I'm going to go through the rotation. It's going to go Rampage, Warhorn if you have to, Warhorn 5 skill, because that gives Might and Fury. Then it's going to be Sharpening Stone, Quickening Zephyr, Auto Attack. So we're gonna go bam, 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 and watch the crits go. You can also use the F2 skill on your pet, and that golem is done. Just from that, we have 8 stacks of Might, and we still have the Fury going. It's ridiculous. You're just getting so much crit. It's insane. And I think actually, if we pop that again, yeah, 84% chance to crit. I mean, it's so much damage, and you're just outputting damage like crazy. And look, the main skills are almost off cooldown. This is off cooldown, so although we won't have Rampage again for a bit, we still have this, which gives Fury. And the reason why also I'm using Axe Warhorn is I use Axe because it bounces off targets, and Warhorn for the Fury. So yeah, and there's also a CC with Windsur's Bite. The chill is nice. And then for pets, I forgot to go over that. I'm running a Lynx and a Snow Leopard. This is the same as last time. I'm running these two because they're leap skills, and their other skills are good, like bleeds, and yeah, they do a lot of bleeds. I believe the other pet just does a bunch of chills. Yeah, chill, vulnerability, and a bleed. Yeah, the leap skill is CC. But yeah, I'm gonna try to get into a game here. Actually, I think I'm just going to hot join, and I'll just try to get footage of some 1v1s, and yeah, I will be back in a second. So yeah, I'll see you guys in a sec. Alright, so coming into the team fight, we're gonna try and find this Mesmer, and it seems that we've gotten him. He's going down very quickly.
You control the gate!
Not sure. This is the right one, I believe. So I'm just going to be DPSing him down because I know that he could possibly teleport or spawn a rogue on me, and down he is. Let's take out this other Mesmer,
so blurry,
which is doing tons of confusions and other CCs. I'm just trying to take him down.
Invigorating.
Looks like we're going to get auto-balanced. Right now, I don't even have Fury, and look at how many crits I'm doing. It just shows how amazing this build is. I didn't go for the Stomp there just because it's a Mesmer and you never know what they could do. And here's the Guardian again, just taking him down very rapidly, obviously with the help of my team, but still, if you just look at the damage indicators, you can see how much is actually being put out by me, which is insane amounts. And I'm hitting like 2 or 3 crits a second with this, and with Quickening Zephyr it's even more. So let's get up on this Ranger again, doing crits like crazy, and still no Fury. I'm waiting to pop that just because I want to see how well I can do without it, just to prove that it's not the end-all be-all of this build. I'm going to go for the Stomp on this Ranger, and I am on a Rampage.
Accelerate!
Alright, so that is my Ranger critical hit build in a nutshell. I hope you all enjoyed it. If you liked the video, please leave a like. I spent a lot of time on this build, and there will probably be a link to the condition build that I did before, like an annotation or something popping up on screen now-ish. Yeah, so thank you guys so much for watching. My name is Alex. See you guys next time. Get inspired.